had an extra shot of espresso in my coffee today. Can you guys tell? Hi everyone, my name is Ricky, and today we are having another story time. The story of how I crashed my car into my garage door. On a regular basis, I think I'm a pretty decent driver, but on this particular day, not so much. The story takes place in my senior year of high school, and I was on the cheerleading team. Good old cheerleading. I was late to practice, and my coach had a rule that if you were late, then you ran laps. And I'm not much of a runner, so I was trying to get out the door and go as fast as I could. I grabbed a t-shirt, I grabbed my sneakers, I grabbed a hair tie, and I was also texting my sister, which made no sense because she was in the house at the time, so I don't know why she just didn't talk to me, but whatever. It's in the past, I was in a hurry, so I ran for it to my car in the garage. Usually when I went into my garage, I would put up the door and then I would go into my car, but this time went a little different. I went straight to my car and I sent my sister one last fatal text before throwing my phone onto the passenger seat and putting my car in reverse. 17-year-old me had all the confidence in the world that that door was open. As soon as that car went into reverse, all I hear is a big boom. And I didn't even know what happened. Originally, I thought I had hit the shelves next to my car, but on closer inspection, aka me actually turning around and looking, I see what I had done, and it was terrible. I took my keys out of my ignition, I throw them on the passenger seat along with my cell phone, and then I run to my front door and start banging, which makes no sense because if I brought the keys with me, I could have just opened the door. But whatever. And I'm like screaming and hyperventilating and crying and trying to get someone to open the door, and my mom and my sister come running over to see what I had done. And at the exact same time, that's when my dad decides to come home. And if there's one thing I never want to do, it's disappoint my parents. I think I came pretty close that day. And now I was definitely going to be late for practice. So my mom tries to calm me down and tells me it's going to be okay, which I know is a lie because I broke the garage. But she tells my sister to bring me to practice and that I'll deal with it when I get home. So I go and tell my coach how I broke the garage. Still had to run. And I wish that the story would just end there, but then there was the whole coming home to a very disappointed father who had to talk to me about responsibility and how I could have seriously hurt someone and how pretty much make me feel like I'm an awful person. But my grandma told me a story right after about how she crashed into the stairs right outside of her house. So, you know, I think it's genetic. Come to think of it, that door was very old and probably needed to be replaced anyway. I think I did them a favor. I'm going to keep telling myself that until I believe it. Hasn't worked yet. And on top of that, my car came out pretty unscathed. There's only like one scratch on it. Of course, there would be no scratch if 17-year-old Ricky had looked behind her, but c'est la vie. And that's how I crashed my car. If you have any car mishap stories, please tell me in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share with your friends. If you want to see more of me and my dorky self, you can subscribe to my channel right here, or you can see my last video right here. Or you can hit up any of those social media handles down in the description below. And I will see you all next time with another story that could have been prevented had I been a more responsible person. Bye!